Good Wednesday morning. At the Feast of Dedication in Jerusalem, and it's winter time, our November, December. The Feast of Dedication today is called Hanukkah. Starts on the 25th of the month Kislev, which is November, December. Jesus makes a bold statement of his deity. He says in John 10:30, I and my Father are one. Immediately, Jews grab stones and they're ready to stone him to death. And Jesus says, okay, so for which of the works that I have done are you stoning me for? And they said, we're not stoning you because of the works. We are stoning you because you have committed blasphemy. You have claimed to be God. You have made yourself equal with God. And then Jesus quotes a scripture, a verse from Psalm 82, a psalm about unjust judges, where God says, ye are called God's children, my children. Judges were called Elohim, judges, because they represented God in a responsibility to judge the people in matters, civil matters, criminal matters, whatever it was that the judges were in charge of. They were God's little g, Elohim, because they represented the Lord. So their moral behavior, their work behavior, everything should represent God. And he says in verse 34, is it not written in your law, I said, ye are gods? He's letting them know that he knows that the Old Testament, just as he is infallible. It cannot be changed, and it's without error. It's inerrant, which means there's no error in it. It's true. Now, they believed in the law. They don't recognize that Jesus came to fulfill the law. He ends up telling them, so if you don't believe my statement, believe me for the very work's sake. Because the works that he is doing, he's just. And he emulates what the Father has told him to do. They can't argue with the works that point to the Lord. And as I thought about that, I thought about our lives, my life. When I'm quoting scripture, and it's okay to quote and to know the scripture, but am I living it? Am I a living testimony? Jesus represented God well. We are Christians, Christ-like. Am I representing Christ well? Am I representing the Father as his child? That's our application today. How well are we representing the one who we says sent us? He called us, called some to teach, some to praise, some to encourage, some to exhort, some to pastor, some to minister in encouraging ways, giving smiles, service. But are we representing him well? John chapter 10 starts at verse 30 and goes down to 38. John chapter 10, verses 30 to 38. The background comes from Psalms 82 on the unjust judges. I love you. God so loves us. He wants us to love one another, and God willing, I'll see you the next day. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Bye.